Morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm super excited because I'm going to be taking you through a full lower body workout. I love training lower body. I train lower body around 3 times a week normally. Been a bit slack lately and I've only been training like 1 to 2 times a week. But when I am in a good routine, 3 times a week is my happy place. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I have a lot of requests on my upper body video for more lower body workouts. So here we go. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. So for those of you who don't know, Squarespace is an incredible platform where you can create your own websites, launch your own business, passion projects, whatever it may be. I personally have used Squarespace for years, since I've used them for both my websites, for my workouts guides, which is lillysocial.com, and also for my bikini brand simthelabel.com. And from personal experience, can honestly say it is the most easy to use website designing tool. I personally am not a IT specialist or know too much about that kind of thing, and I found it so easy to create your websites. There's all these amazing templates you can pick from and you can completely customize them, but it gives you a layout if you want, a guideline as to what to do. And I just found it the most easy one to use. It's super affordable if you're just starting out and you obviously don't have too much money from a business, if you're launching a business or whatever it may be, to put into something like this. So anyone can use it. Some of my favorite features of Squarespace include the apps that go with it. So you can have your app for your back end of your website if you need to, put in a discount code for a product that you're selling, or you need to, check how many orders you have, you need to fulfill orders, or you have to check your pending orders. You can have an app for the analytics section, so you can see how much you've made, how many visitors have been to your site, you can see what country your visitors of your website are from, you can see gender breakdown. So for any business getting started, or anyone wanting to create a new website, even a blog, whatever it may be, Squarespace will have something for you, so I highly recommend checking it out. If you'd like to give Squarespace a go or try it out, you can head to their website and use a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, you can go to squarespace.com/lillybowman and you'll get 10% off your first purchase. So starting off, we're going to be doing deadlifts. So I have my barbell here with the weights, and we're pretty much just going to go hinging at the hips, holding the bar either side of your legs, feet hip width apart. You're going to hinge at the hips, push your butt back, maintaining braced core, neutral spine. You want to feel a stretch in your hammies as you come down. Slightly bend your knees at the bottom, tap the bar on the floor, and then drive up through the heels. Again, squeezing the hamstrings and the glutes for the power. You really want to focus on keeping the bar sliding right along your legs so that you're not coming too far out, because that will put pressure on your back. And again, maintaining a braced core to protect your back as you come down. But yes, that's the first movement. We're going to be doing 4 sets of around 8 to 10 reps. Next, we've got Bulgarian lunges. So we're going to be supersetting the deadlifts with the lunges. I'm just holding 2 dumbbells by my side, a bench with my foot on it, and stepping the calf and lead in front with the other foot in a lunge position. And you really want to focus on driving up through that heel, feeling a nice stretch in your back legs, hip flexor as the one that's up, and using your quad, hamstring and glute on the front leg, which will be the working leg. So this one's actually really difficult. It also does activate your core a little bit to stabilize yourself with the one leg up. But yeah, this one's a killer. So we're going to go 4 sets of around 8 reps per leg. And again, supersetted with the deadlifts. So the next exercise we're going to be doing is a hip thrust on the ground. So I know a lot of people use the bench, I do as well, but I do actually prefer these a lot of the time because I feel like it takes strain out of your lower back, and it really gets the top of your glutes as well, I find. But I mean, try it out. Everyone's body works slightly differently, so different positions, different foot positions, different widths of your feet. adding in a band, not adding in a band, blah blah blah. Targets different spots for different people. Test it out, but we're going to be doing hip thrust on the floor. It's pretty much like a glute bridge, just with a barbell. So you're lying on the floor, your legs are bent with feet on the ground, barbell across your hips, and then you just literally thrusting your hips into the air. Hold it at the top for a couple of seconds, ensuring that you're keeping your core braced, neutral spine, scoop your pelvis under, keeping your knees tracking outwards and driving up through the heels. So yeah. So moving on from the hip thrust, we're going to use that in a tricep, so meaning 3 exercises. Pretty much the same as superset, except there's 3 instead of 2. So I'm a bit puffed because I just performed the exercises. But we're going to be going into 2 kettlebell movements. The first one being a front weighted squat. So you're going to be holding the kettlebell at your chest, just squatting down, pretty self-explanatory. Again, core brace, neutral spine, coming down nice and low. Keeping your knees tracking outwards, driving up through the heels, squeezing your quads, hamstrings and glutes. 4 sets of that for 12 reps. And then we're going into kettlebell swings straight after that. So we're going to be doing again 4 sets of about 12 reps. And then you'll go back to your hip thrust, 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps, and going on through that tricep. This one, the killer, you'll be dying at the end of it, hopefully, in a good way. And yeah, so that's the main thing. With the kettlebell swings, I see a lot of people perform this movement so wrongly. The main thing I see people doing wrong is they sort of do a squat and then like lift their arms up to swing, but it's completely different to that. It's almost like a hip thrust standing up or a cable pull through. All the motion and all the power for your arms to lift up is literally coming from your hips and your glutes. So you're more doing like a deadlift, so you want to feel a stretch in your legs. Only bend your knees slightly, but really you're stretching down and hinging at the hips as the kettlebell goes through your legs, and then your hips will lift your arms up. Do not use your arms or your shoulders to lift the thing up, hinging back and thrusting it up that way. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Hopefully you can see in the demonstration. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the last tricep of this workout is going to be a curtsy lunge with 2 dumbbells at your shoulders. You're holding the dumbbells here. Anytime you've got weight on your shoulders rather than down here, it will activate your core more because you have to stabilize yourself. The curtsy lunge is pretty self-explanatory. Instead of going straight back for a lunge, you're going to be back and then across your body. So take a nice wide stance and then across with that back foot. And this will just target the side of your leg a little bit more and also your booty. So try it out if you haven't before. Make sure that front knee is still tracking outwards. You don't want to let your knee come in ever. And yeah, so we're going to be doing 3 sets of that for around 10 reps per leg.
When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach.
Moving straight into our second exercise of the tricep, which will be jumping squats. So body weight coming down into a squat and then a powerful jump up, making sure you're squeezing your quads and your glutes and your hammies to push you up, driving through the heels, again keeping those knees tracking outwards and trying to land softly because that shows you're using your muscles and controlling the movement. Otherwise you're going to damage your knees. If you have knee problems or joint problems or anything like that, you can just do body weight squats with a pulse. You can go 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up instead of jumping because obviously that's going to put pressure on your knees. But if you don't, no excuses, go hard. Final exercise of the entire workout and of the tricep is going to be a plank row. So holding the dumbbells you use for your curtsy lunges in front of you, unless that's too heavy obviously, then lower your weight. Got 2 dumbbells in a plank with your arms straight. You're just going to be rowing side to side, alternating arms each time. And we're going to be doing 12 reps of that in total. So main pointers for that are going to be keeping your core braced, not letting your butt stick out too much or drop too much. Just a nice neutral spine, bracing the core, sucking the belly button in, and trying to avoid as much as possible moving your hips around as you lift up the weight. You'll see that I do move my hips and it's difficult, but trying to avoid that as much as possible. Imagine you have a cup on your butt, try not to spill.
And taking control.
Once you've completed that tricep 3 times through, you'll be finished the workout. So that's going to be the end of today's session. I really hope you enjoy. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really supports my channel. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.